Hello beautiful people and welcome to Streaming with Steven, where we are once again playing Minecraft on the Citadel multiplayer server. So sometimes I just get started right into the task, but this time I just wanted to kind of start by showing how this is coming along. I'm pretty darn pleased with the way the wall details are looking on the side there. So you can see them on the right hand side of the stairwell, how it's indenting inside the frame, compared to on the left hand side not indenting yet. So I think it's a nice treatment. Pretty pleased with that. So oops, shouldn't have switched yet. First thing we're going to do today, because I was bad and I didn't do my homework, is I need to go and mend this pickaxe. So we're going to adventure into the nether down to the gold farm and do some mending. Alright, so I appreciate you all for being here. I hope you're having a wonderful Sunday so far. Sunday fun day? Is that what they say? I don't think it's Monday fun day, but I don't even know if they say that. And if they do, who the heck are they? Alright, so first thing I do, reorganize my inventory here a wee bit since I fell to my demise multiple times last time. Hey Aldebar! Good morning to you as well. Welcome on in. Always a pleasure to have you here. I'm heading to the nether to mend the tools that I should have mended before the stream started. However, I always enjoy a trip to the nether. Oh, the shovel needs to be mended as well. So we put all of our expensive gear in this box so that we what does that contain? Okay, so that we don't actually lose it all when we die. Would be most unfortunate. I guess. Anything in here? I can just take the torch, I guess. Weird having all this stuff that I don't actually need. Alright, we're gonna get rid of some of our... Let's take some of the things from in here that don't need to be there. For now. I do like having the extra iron in the ender chest, but... How are you doing this morning, Aldebar? Hey Moon Girl, good morning, good morning. Welcome on into the chat, always a pleasure to have you here. Alright. So if you just joined Moon Girl, I'm starting off by going to the nether to mend the tools that should have been mended before. Before I give myself mental homework, but then I don't actually do the mental homework. And then I will take... I guess you. Right, then the elytra has to come off. Because we do not wish to lose the elytra. Cool. I'm doing pretty well, actually. I've started doing yoga last week, or maybe it was the week before. I'm trying to remember now. But just every couple of days, trying to get my my body and mind into the habit of doing yoga, so I'm not... I don't like feeling tight all the time, and I think when I try to go for runs, and I haven't stretched or done anything for a while, I feel it all, man. I'm the age that I'm feeling everything. Uh-oh. Perhaps I should have the bow ready. Do I have any arrows? I have 9 arrows. So yeah, I'm just trying to do yoga. Where are you shooting from? Ugh. Oh, you're kidding me. Well, that was darn explosive. Another one? Oh, nothing. Ugh. Well, not the greatest shot, because now that means I've got to do... That's the 5th bingo. Gosh darn it. I'm pretty sure that's one of them anyway. Incidents. Hit by a ghast. Gosh darn it. Fine. So we've got our bingo for today. Which means, I believe... That's a fast bingo. So, penalty 2 is rest the stream without my elytra. Gosh darn it. Well, I need to mend it, so we'll go do that, but otherwise... Sheesh. Or at least I've got a gold helmet on. I'm like, please let's not just give away all kinds of bingos at the beginning of the stream. Yes, I've decided to start doing bingo per week. I know. So that's 2 bingos this one stream. Sorry, 2 bingos this week. I had to sacrifice the block and the chicken. I think it was Sunday of last week. So then I got a bingo. So then, which means this bingo. So I started off this week with a bingo already. That means next week we go into the 3rd one. Sheesh. 3rd penalty next week. Yet, what are we, like 8 7 or 8 minutes into the stream, we've already got the bingo for the week. Hooray. So we'll see how this goes. It may dictate how... basically, what I did last stream is I hit bingo, and then I reset it and kept going. So I don't know that I'll allow 2 bingos within a week. That seems to be... That might make it too easy. But we'll see. Alright, we gotta turn down the volume. Oops. Wrong one. Not weather. Hostile creatures. Friendly creatures. Alright, how are we doing for things that need to be cleaned up here? Oh no, we're out of coal. Gosh darn it, I didn't bring any coal. I'm usually pretty good at bringing coal down. That means somebody else was down here not too long ago. Of course, that would have been helpful to be holding something that required mending while doing that. Alright, see if we can get this first try. Love it. Well, I don't love this, because I always feel like I'm going to fall over, but I love it when I can hit them first try. Boom. And I do not love it when I can't. Boop. Or you just boop a little piglet on the nose. So let's get the tools that we need. Might as well put the elytra. Okay, elytra's done. Shovel needs it. That doesn't. That does. That doesn't. That does. And that's pretty much it. Cool. So we're just gonna hang out here for a little while and collect all of the little green. I don't even know what they're called. Well, I know what they're called, experience points, but I feel like there should be another name for those. Like life candy or something like that. Just gathering all like life candy. Sorry, Moongirl, what do you mean? What was that I just did? Threw a snowball at a piglin? Is that what you mean? Because piglins won't come at you unless they're aggravated, so I threw one to aggravate one of them and then they all come running. There's a massive gathering of piglins right at the beginning, but then it slows down. Maybe we'll just do this with the shovel. Yeah, it's a snowball. So you can see to the side of my shield here, there's a chest full of snowballs, and essentially it's just, yeah, if you throw a snowball at a piglin, a zombie piglin, they will get crazy and angry and come for you. Oh, no worries at all. It's funny, I'm not a Minecraft savant, so when people ask questions that I can answer, I love it. Makes me feel like a smart boy. Alright, I don't know how long we'll wait here for this shovel, because I think I had... Look at the iron shovel, and that's feeling a little bit low. So we got the silk touch all the way up, that's good. And the efficiency 5 is pretty high, so we'll just do this shovel, and then we'll get going. Piglins are crazy anyway, you are 100% correct. You are correct. I'll just do some squats while I wait. Generally, one does not drink or eat while doing exercise, but I am doing squats and sipping tea at the same time, so expect stomach cramps later. Alright, piglins. Is there anything I can do to speed you up? Oh my goodness! Fulmers with subscribing at tier 1. Subscribing for 5 months, Fulmers. That's amazing. Thank you so much. You're an awesome human being, and like I've said many times, the fact that you come here and hang out on a regular basis blows my mind, but the fact that you come and you're generous with this type of support, even I don't even know how to explain it. I'm super grateful. So thank you so much. And Aldebar subscribed as well. My goodness. You too, Aldebar, are amazing. Oh, so good. Thank you so much. You're humbling this little 40-something-year-old boy. You subscribe to the quality content where I stare at you while piglins die behind me. Thank you so much. And Aldebar in for 7 months. 7-month streak. Awesome. Well, I wholeheartedly appreciate the continued support. And welcome on in, Fulmers. Hello, I missed that. Apologies. Alright. The spoon is almost full. And then we'll get going. A little bit more for the spoon. Actually, while we're doing that, I can put things back that I'm going to put back for the travels. Sword, you can go back, you can go back. You can go back. And then now you can go back. Alright, cool. Thanks, pigs, for unbeknownst to yourself, volunteering for your demise. Bye! Alright. So now I feel bad. Do I have any... That's one thing I did not check. Do I have any coal? Obsidian. No, I do not have any coal. Just try to do that. Keep like a charcoal block or something in my inner chest, so when I come down here, I've got goods I can move around. Wait, is that? Oh, it's got swords in it, of course. And now that has everything gone. Alright. Well, I'm just going to do this for now so that I'm not doing inventory cleanup on stream. Sound. Oh, I missed it. I always like to try to get it. Missed both times. Gosh darn it. Alright. So now we have to do the rest of the stream without my elytra. Oh, that means I should probably go back to the ender chest and get that iron chest plate. That's what I forgot to do, is get the iron chest plate. Nope. Oh, what did I just do? That's so not part of the plan. What I meant to do is click the next one and do it. Here we go. Alright. Never sporting a lovely iron vest from the fall collection. Or not technically the fall, but the late summer collection. Depending on where you live, this may make you a little bit warmer than you would expect. However, on the east coast of Canada, it would be appropriate for today. Hello, man-made. Welcome in. Welcome. Good to see you. We just finished mending the tools we need to continue on with the detailing of the stairs. And so, we feel we are ready to continue. We also feel we should remember to not go into that that point of view while walking through this part of the nether. Does this nether is treacherous, I tell ya. Treacherous. I still haven't figured out exactly how I'm going to do the fences on this. Originally I thought I'm going to come and make a fence all the way along here, but the fact that this torch is on flat there leads me to believe that this is actually the top of the block, but then this is half a block up, and that's the top of a block. So I'm not sure how the wall is going to work. It's going to either look super jagged as it goes down every second step, or something. I don't know. But I feel the need to make this path safer. For while I feel more and more confident in my Minecrafting abilities every time I stream, I also get stressed out walking along this trail. And we would not put it past me to look the wrong way for a split second and then die unnecessarily. Die! What's a fun POV? Oh my goodness, that's way too close. I was gonna say, just look at you when you're running along. Close up. It looks like you're running really slow. Which is funny. That's alright. We got it. Oh, and for those of you who haven't been here before, just do a quick look at this amazing main nether hub right here. Thing of beauty. One of these days I should partner with maybe Alistair and Cosmic or something. We can do a full tour of the Citadel. That might be fun. A full tour. Tour for sure. Oh, it's early morning. Fantastic. Let's go to bed. Oh, let's not go to bed. It's funny, I feel like I should sleep just to make those last few seconds go by so that I don't get ambushed, but it'll probably be daytime by the time I get there, so... Oh, golden sword. I wasn't paying attention. Alright. You come here. You go there. Silk touch. This. Non-silk touch. You go there. And I do believe that is what it should be. But I also feel like I put some things in here that I shouldn't have. Oh good, still got Boku Decorous Fruit, which is awesome. I'll keep that with me. You know what? That one's... Maybe I'll leave that one in there as a backup one. In case I die, I don't want to lose everything. Alright, cool. We're going back to the stair detailing. Alright. Actually, before we get into this, let's alleviate ourselves the problem of being inventory blocked. So that sandy stuff. There, we put all of these. So I'm going to take a bunch of this out of... Actually, let's keep one stack of mossy and one stack of cracked, because I'll have to put some back in. Even though I'm taking some down, I'll need to put some up right away. I mean, stone brick wall. Actually, we're low on mossy stone. We'll use the rest of these to make mossy stone brick walls. And then let's go grab some stone to make some regular stone brick wall. Okay, actually, do I have stone somewhere else here? Probably, of course I do. Of course I do. Alright. Stone. Boop. And then we'll do that. But I don't have any normal... That's one thing I've not been doing up here. For shame, Steven, I need regular stone bricks. Not many, still. Oops. You, and then that. Okay. Cool, cool, cool. So we only streamed for a little over an hour last time because of work obligations. So we didn't get to finish as much as we would have liked. This is causing me some distress. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Because everything else is fine except for that spot right there. And this rib. Can't get rid of the rib because it's attached to the wall and behind. Although that said, I'm surprised it's supposed to rib all the way up. So I'm surprised it didn't do that. Oh well. Dare we say that is for future Steven's problem. That was probably not my smartest move. Here, let's put one here and here. One thing I'm going to have to remember is right underneath this is going to. Oh, we can get all the way up. Fantastico. Is that the end? That is the end. I'll go down and clean up this inventory because I hate to be wasteful. Oh yes, and we are at the top here, I have to remember. Which means I need to change the uppermost row of this to... Wait, are you supposed to be like that? No. It's supposed to be like that. Yeah, this is going to be a weird one. I'm probably just going to have to modify it underneath. I think that's going to be the best thing. I mean, I've modified some of them. It's partially modified already in the back there. I'm not going to be able to see it really, but I had to modify it where it joins up to the stairwell in the back. So it's not a perfect replication. So I think what I'm just going to have to do is start the lava one lower on that side. Because actually, now that I think of it, the details I'm planning on doing underneath as well will make it come. We'll cut into that. So I may just have to forego all of the detailing up here. Bit of a drag because put the work into it. However, it'll make me happy because that means symmetry, which I love. Oh my goodness, I almost I almost dropped down there, completely forgetting that I don't have my elytra today. Which reminds me, we should get that water bucket we've got somewhere. Put that in a handy spot. I'm going to do that right now. Oops. Because if we fall, we don't want to be yard sailing right away. And the problem is I don't remember where we put that water bucket. Huh. I don't know if that's the one that I... Alright, I'll put it there. I'm not really doing a lot of sword work right now, or fending off a lot of baddies right now, so I'll keep my water. Actually, I'm going to... Let's do this. It seems to be easiest for me to hit key number 2, so I'm going to do that. Right. And I don't have any stone stairs. I do, I've got a few, which is good. I don't know that I'll need a full 28 of them, but we do need to go along here and take out. Let's do... Boop boop. That I'll do two mossy. And then these all need to come out because they'll cause ribs. I was talking to my older brother the other day. He was saying he might give Minecraft a go. He bought a copy of it so that he could keep tabs on his kids when they were younger, but I don't even know if he's... I forget whether he said he's actually not even played it or not even cracked it open, because he would just watch what his kids were doing anyway, but that would be pretty cool. Get on there and get online and play with my older brother. I am a very grateful human that I get along with all my siblings. So if I could actually play Minecraft with my older brother online at some point, that would be awesome. Wondering if I should be a little bit fancier with that. I'll have to see. Okay. For now, it is okay. We'll leave it as is. We're just thinking I might round off the... Actually, I don't know what I did below. Let's go take a peek. Oops. Right. Knees and ankles, folks. Hello, Shepherd. Oops. Oh, come on, Steven. That's it, we're going in. Go pick up all the arrows I lamely shot. You're kidding me! Saxophone music too? Gosh darn it. Where did I shoot that third arrow? So I guess we're back at Bingo 1. This does not bode well for me, folks. Bodes well for all of you. We might actually get to punch a piglin and run away. I feel like I totally lost an arrow in that fight. Oh well. My arrows are precious to me. Almost nap time. So we'll come in here, close the door for a bit of privacy, and then wait until nap time. And then we shall look at the bed, point at the bed, click on the bed. How are you doing today, Shepherd? Glad you can make it. Oh yeah, I came down here for a reason. Doesn't look too bad. I'm actually doing pretty well, thank you. I was not good to myself. I did not go to bed as early as I should have last night, so I was a little bit tired, but overall feeling well. That looks pretty good. I was actually wondering about, like, all of these stairs are just forward facing, so I was thinking of what it would look like about rounding this off, like putting a sideways stair there, but I think given that the support goes up, that actually fits in quite nicely there. But I'm wondering if I should just do it all the way along. A lone cobblestone. Le gasp. How did we get that out of there? So we're at probably 308, probably 257. Let's try it. 257 or 256. I'm just gonna pop down from above it and get rid of it. Oh, not even. It is 354. Wait, minus 354, 308. 354, 308. We got this. We got this. Oh, I believe that is the raid sound, so I don't get a notification for that, but whoever did the raid, much, much appreciated. This is my appreciation face. Take note. Going the wrong way. Was that you with the host, Aldebar? If so, I appreciate that. So 254. Maybe I shouldn't assume. I think you were the one who did the last couple of times, so that's why my brain went for that assumption. All right. Really, that's only one level deep there? That seems surprising to me. Sorry, folks. Curious as to why that's only one deep. Yes, until Twitch turns on. Is there no auto host? I thought there was auto host. Huh. I guess there should have been temporarily disabled it. I did not know that. Well, I'm glad to know that. I thought I was automatically hosting some folks as well. Yeah, I think that's pretty nice. We got it all. Hooray! Oh, I totally forget what the number was. 250. Oh, 255, 306. All right. 255, 306. No, get the water not where not water's needed. Can't be doing that. 255. 30. Let's do from down here. That seems a bit safer. And I think that's what I wanted to do. It's almost bedtime anyway, so I'm going to go down and take another peek. And then nod off for a wee bit. Ah, beautiful. We're just going to need to do the same with the stairs up top as well. To avoid the ribs. I like it when things come together. I like it. No, we want the water there just in case. Getting ahead of myself, so we don't want stair necessarily. So mossy and regular. Okay. Cool, we got this. Alright, we'll place a few of these gray ones in here. It always stresses me out for like a tiny moment when the ribs start to show up. I'm like, I thought I was being careful. Why are there ribs there? It's just temporary. Oops. Well, that's a rookie mistake. Steven, you're fired. Wait, what? Oh my goodness. Ha ha ha. Dropping. With no bottom in sight. Love it. Keeps me on my toes. It keeps me young, but it stresses me out and makes me old. Good times. Good times. Oh my goodness. Ah! No. Another one. Gosh darn it. I done yeeted a tool. The tool got yoked. Which I will never understand as the past tense for yeet. But apparently, 'tis so. Alright. Let me just bingoing all over the place today. Not intentional, but you're welcome. Oh, it's a fine looking wall, folks. Fine looking wall. Alright, cool. And then we need to do... I think that's all we need to do is the big one. And this one down here. Let's do this one down here. Trying to figure out the best way to tackle this. That would not be it. Don't know why I want to keep doing this to myself. Keep taking away my water safety net. So this is the song that came into question last time with Elkhorn. I'm wondering if this was a saxophone, but I don't don't know that this is. I mean, it's digital, whatever it is, but it sounds more oboe to me. And we needed CJ's expertise to tell us, but he was not there. He was not there until it was too late. And he's not here again. Gosh darn it, CJ. Don't know if I should have taken that down. Looked important. Replace that. And then this. And then this. Alright. I don't think there's any need to do... It's just right up along the top, so we can just... Right, sorry, just thinking aloud, thinking aloud. Trying to think of this... Still trying to think of the safest way to do the large one. Feels like that should be done with, perhaps from the top down, be a little bit safer. Oops. Wrong key. Right, place that, place that. Run. Nice, Shepard, thanks. I totally forgot about that. Wrong key shows up. I was gonna say when you never want them there, but that would be always. Sorry, Ron. You just don't have good community vibes. And then that, and maybe that. Hooray! Oh, but we didn't finish. Oh, that frame needs some finishing. Need some Oh, I didn't finish those parts off. Okay, so we're gonna need. So we got some more andesite. We've got some stone on this. Cool. So we need to finish. We need to do this frame. We need to do that one. Oh, and this one. Well, we were just certainly neglectful up here, weren't we? Oops. So you don't really need the shovel. Down there. We'll put the... What was the other thing we needed? Stone. Let's put stone down there. Okay. Welcome to 42 Ways to Mismanage Your Inventory with Steven. That's cool. Of course, now I could use the shovel. I need the bow even less than the shovel, so... I guess I haven't figured out whether Am I doing this one? I forgot. I feel like that should possibly get... I think it was on the fence on that one last time, that's right. Do I take that design all the way up? Boop. And boop. Boop, boop, boop. Alright. Coolio. Alright, let's take a look from the bottom here. Trying to figure out what we did. Because I do not remember. So we did do that run. Okay. When I came to the edge, we did that. And I think the decision was that we were going to have the detail go all the way up the front. Oh, I did that wrong too. I need to fix that. So I think the detail goes all the way up the front, but we were not going to go all the way across because it's an even number. We can't have the andesite. We can't have the andesite or the polished andesite in the corner there and the corner there with them alternating properly. But now I wonder if I should just fudge it. In the sense, put andesite in the corner there, and maybe come to the middle, and then just have two andesite ones in the middle. So there's something I do like about having this. I've got two. I guess I could do that because I've got two side by side. Elkhorn, subscribe with Prime. Thank you so much, Elkhorn. And welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Putting the family and family friendly. Hope you and yours are having a great Sunday morning. Oh, thank you so much. We are. Thank you. That's awesome. And it's almost dark, so hold on. While I thank you, because I appreciate your generosity, I'm going to run and take a quick nap because I do not want to die going, thank you so much. Ugh. Hope you're doing well this, whatever the time of day it may be, where ye be, Elkhorn. Appreciate y'all being here. Oops. Alright. So that needs to go there. Yes. And then right. So we indented these stairs as well. Trying to remember what I did. All right, we'll worry about that after. We'll do the sides. The sides need to get done. So we'll do the frame on this lower part. Actually, we will do the frame, finish the frame on these upper parts. So we were just focusing on the top. Oops. Like that. We need to do the same right here.
It's Tuesday!
It's Tuesday! Who did that? Alibar, thank you so much. It's Tuesday, everybody, in case you didn't know. Even weekends have Tuesdays. Okie dokie. So now get my timer ready. So Alibar, thank you very much for redeeming your 2,000 viewpoints on Tuesday's child. 2 minutes, here we go. Okie dokie pokey. Okay. Hello, everybody. It's good to be here. Hope you're all having a wonderful day, and that if you have pancakes, they were as delicious as they were last Tuesday. Because pancakes are super duper fantastic-y good. Not as delicious as polished andesite, but still pretty good for breakfast. Thanks, Moon Girl. So, everybody, something I'm trying to do is Igman just says stuff that comes out of the top of my mind. And so, if anything, we're trying to do a collection of Igman quotes. So if anything sounds funny, you can put them in Discord in general and just tag them with Igman, or that'll be fantastic. Like a good bowl of soup. So thank you, Moon Girl. She just sent me one. Because I'm not always going to remember the words that fly out of my mouth. Does the words just fly like a gumdrop? Oh, I had something and it left. You know, that happens. It's okay. It feels like it's almost the story of my life. I'm going to say something, but I can't remember what it was. That's okay. Alright, take these out. Now that I'm thinking out loud, I should probably do what I'm supposed to do and not only take this down, let's do the nice and responsible thing. And we'll put stairs here right away. Ah, now I want pancakes too. You know, when I first said it, I felt like I did have pancakes in my mind. However, I want pancakes in my belly now. Pancakes in my mouth and then my belly. No, you don't need to be there. You can go like that. Oh, the timers. That's only 2 minutes? That's not good. Okay, we'll stop there. And I'll put these stairs in and then we'll stop. We'll go, and then we'll stop. Hey Steven, why are you putting stairs like that? Well, for those of you who just showed up, if I don't, and then I place walls right here, it creates really annoying ribs, and I don't like that. I keep forgetting that's there. And we should probably put that back. I don't know if I need it anymore, but oh well. Maybe I'll keep it until somebody cries. That's not nice. I shouldn't do that. Okay. Okay, good. Think that's probably where we should stop with Tuesday's Child for this Tuesday. Or at this moment anyway. So thank you, Eldebar, for using your 2,000 viewpoints on Tuesday's Child. Alright. I truly appreciate that you all like Eggman. Eggman cracks me up. I'm glad he cracks you folks up too. Alright, let's put the cobblestone down. Yay! Eggman is the best. Love that. Oh, wait. Did I do this already? That's further than I usually go, and that's awesome, because that is supposed to be like that. Oh, what was that? Welcome to Amateur Hour. Let's do this whole water clutch thing I keep trying to do. If I'm not too careful, I'm going to go down too far. Alright. Anything else I don't need? Not really need cobblestone walls. I had them just in case, but the reality is I don't like the way they look intermixed with the bricks. So sorry, cobblestone, just not doing it for me. Alright. There's part of me that's a little stressed about doing this as quickly as I am without holding shift, but I just don't want to take forever to do it. I don't necessarily like having my head in the clouds. Haha! Not a figure of speech in this case. What else do we not need? I guess dirt can just go. There's plenty of dirt around. I'll get chests of it. Oh my goodness, I just have way too much of everything. Oh, what did I miss? Oh, I just saw the up arrow. I thought I may have missed a comment. Well, thank you for that as well, Moon Girl. Yeah, we'll just keep doing this for now. Now we'll go empty throw some of this stuff in a chest down there. Oh, that's where it would have gotten a bit dangerous. Yes. Interesting, I built some of it with a bottom frame, but not the rest of it. Okay. Alright, let's go dump some of the stuffs we got. I have stairs here, that's awesome. Totally forgot about that. Don't want you, I don't think. Yeah, it's probably good. I'll just go clean up my mess now. Huh, which includes the dirt I just chucked away, go figure. Wait, did I pick up the cobblestone fence again? Of course. Oh, I know. Cobblestone? You're getting lavaed. Nope. Ha! Make sure you grab what you mean to grab there, Steven, if you're gonna lava things. That was almost a real shame. I almost chucked my enchanted bow. That would have deserved a bingo just for that if I had done it. Oops. Yeah. Oh, that's not correct anymore, actually. It's almost 6 o'clock, so I need to go for a nap. I'm also going to take a moment and update the timer. Apologies, folks, but I thought I had updated that already, or I'd planned on it, so clearly intentions don't always align with reality. Alright, so yeah, just one sec. Let's go for a nap, sip my tea, and then just give me 1 second before I'm going to go and update that. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to turn it off for now. I'm not going to update it. It'll take less time. Timers. Citadel Cafe. Disabled. Amazing. And we are back. Okay, cool. It took a second. No need to have Nightbot spewing lies unbeknownst to Nightbot. So yeah, Joel did actually get the episode edited and I think posted it. Was it yesterday or the day before? I forget. Regardless, there is a new episode. I don't think I have enough walls. 64 and 64. Well, that is 16 by 16, I believe. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, so 16 by 16. 256. Which means I need more mossy walls. I can't think of what they're actually called. Is that right? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, I guess that's all the mossy bricks. Mossy stone bricks I have there, so we will head down. Make some and then come right back. This is why I could never be a professional Minecraft player. Falls into water. Apparently, unbeknownst to myself. Alright, so let's put some of this cracked stone back because I do not believe we need more than we've got up there. Thought we had more mossy stone. We'll grab some more stone because we've got moss up there. Do that, and then I am definitely going to need more of it. Okay, we'll leave it at that for now. It's probably not quite what I need, but that's what my brain can handle right now. So we did 3, 2, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Wait, should that be like that? That seems weird. This block right here, that seems weird. Anyone else? Nope, that's just where I put it, and I haven't moved it since. Yeah, okay, that seems weird. I take it back. Don't want to lose all the blocks that I need. If they're ones I don't have to craft, and that's fine, like cobblestone, but... So 3, 2 by 2, and then 1 by 4. 3, 2 by 2, 1 by 4. It's going to be the same thing here. Oops. It's probably 1, 2, 3, 4 by 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, okay. When it is time, we shall do it. Oh, jeez. Food! I guess I've gotten used to floating around up and down the stairs. Oh! That wasn't good. I wasn't even quick enough to trigger the water bucket if I wanted to, so yay me. Alright. Oh, I should probably get up there now. This is where it's going to get a little bit annoying because I don't want to have to. This is so much slower all the time, so. I mean, it's fine. It's just not my preferred way of placing things, so I don't have to. Boop. Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop. I'll do that, and that. Sure. I'll do that one as... Ugh. Not gonna lie, it gives me a little bit of extra anxiety with my head in the clouds. Well, being on like something as narrow as this is. My head in the clouds. So we'll take our time and not rush it back. Says that, then promptly rushes back. Can be a little bit quieter when I finish this off. Ah! This is an interesting sounding digital instrument. Alright. There. Oh, Steven. Is that there? There's 2 in a row. Close enough to sample that? Oh yeah, fantastic. I don't know why I just prefer sampling rather than going through my inventory. It's just easier to not have to look down at my inventory bar. I'm not sure if anyone else does that. Even if it means... sometimes it feels like looking for the remote for your television rather than just getting up and changing the channel. That might be just an analogy for folks of a higher age bracket like myself. There we go. Promise I will chat more once this is done. Oh my goodness, folks, we have clouds coming right to our face, towards our faces. Let's get this done and turn back around. Do a green one, gray one. Alright. And then let's do another gray one there, I guess. Alright, we are above the clouds this time. Love it! Oh, I love them too. I actually think the clouds are fantastic. It's just when I find myself inside them, it's not as easy to see what I'm doing. It stresses me out a little bit. Ah, now I'm safe on one side, which makes me happy. Put 2 of you there, and then I'm going to need to get out of here so I can get a nap on. Get my nap on! Did I take that wallet already? Oh, holy observant, Steven. Alright. Down we go! And I should probably make a shield while I'm down there. Well, the shield which I am carrying, the warranty has run out. Oh, you're gonna do that to me, aren't you? I was gonna say it probably wouldn't have let me sleep with the monster that close by, so. Cool, we'll get that taken care of, which is good. Do I have? I don't think I've got just iron kicking around. Iron. But I know I put some over here. Actually, I should say I know I put some in one of these boxes. I think it was in this with the intent of grabbing it back. Yes. But I feel like there should be iron somewhere else. Like there. Great! Well, now I just need wood, which I don't even know if I have on me. Wood seems to be one of those things that I have not been replenishing much over here. Replenishing in my inventory anyway. Oh, wait. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Great. Hooray! Now we've got one. It's probably going to last me one more skeleton arrow, and that's it. Thankfully, we were very close to the top here, so we were almost done with this wall. The wall of indentation. Cool. And then this... Oh no, there should be one more. Right. Getting ahead of myself there. So I'm not sure if anyone... I keep forgetting whether people here watch Ted Lasso as well, but... The last episode, it's got me wondering how things are gonna... Really has me wondering how things are going to play out. It's a wonderful show. Lighthearted when it needs to be, but also, man, it's got packs a punch sometimes, and the feels. And I think last weekend had a lot of those feel good moments, but also you really feel for some of the characters as well. So, oops. No, we are going all the way to the bottom of this. That's right. Of course, what I can't remember is what I'm starting with at the bottom. Yeah, it was so good though. So you go there. 3. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And you come out and you replace with that. And that needs to come out as well. It is Apple TV only, yeah. So if you've not done the Apple TV free trial before, you get 1 week free. And so I'll let you know when season 2 is done. I'm going to post it in Discord because it's one of my favorite shows. I mean, it may not be everyone's cup of tea, but there's so much positivity in the show. It's funny because I've read, just skimmed some articles briefly that say there's actually been like a Ted Lasso backlash because it's so full of positivity that everyone's like, no, that's stupid. Oh, that's not realistic. Why would you have a show like that? I feel like we don't have enough shows like that. So when season 2 is done, I'll post it in Discord because each episode's only a half hour long. The first season's 10 episodes. The second season's going to be 12. And so, hey, oops, sorry, I bumped the microphone. Hello, McScrewgun, welcome on in. So essentially when, yeah, it's bingeable. You should be able to get through 2 seasons within the week. So it's super recommend. We highly recommend it. And then if you wanted to, you could always just wait till it comes out again next year and then buy like a subscription for a month. It's like $5 a month for subscription, and then you can just blitz through the season again. All right. Come on, can I get it? Hello? There we go. Cool. Wait, is that correct? Oh, I gotta go to the bottom. I know there's one spot that has 3 of them all the way across, but I can't remember whether it's there or not. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday so far. Screw gun? Yeah, okay, that is where the 3 of them go across. Delightful. Just delightful. So we're gonna put... Oh dear. Oh dear. Shepherded with Haughty Boy. Just harvested your potatoes. That's awesome. It's true, Moon Girl. It's true. Shepherd, thank you so much for using your 2,000 viewpoints on Haughty Boy. I'm gonna get the timer ready. Before we do that, I'm going to get a sip of my tea here. Oh, I suppose I could have waited, but here we go.
I suppose I could have waited until the 2 minutes started in order to sip my tea. I feel like that would have been most appropriate, or at least semi-appropriate. A nature of appropriateness, a level at which is to be determined. Oh, so what are we working on? Oh, CJ in the chat again. Dear CJ, always good to see you. Always. For right now, I am once again tasked with peasant affairs, building a wall of all things. Can you imagine? Oh. And so, I'm forced to navigate my way around and try to figure out exactly where I should put these walls and how many I should put. That's fine. You know what? This isn't my job, so I don't really care. There we are. 1, 2, 3 on the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a series of 4. I do believe we are done. Thank goodness, for I am spent. All of this lifting stones. Who enjoys this sort of thing? There we are. And then... oh, bother. I should have taken that. I should have left that out. There we are. And just work my way up from the bottom. Well, if that's there. Andesite, stone, andesite, stone, andesite, stone, andesite, stone. All of that's supposed to be stone. I guess that's what it's going to be. Although that down here just looks amateurish. Who did that? Well, I say it's peasants' work, but you can't trust them. They just never pay attention to detail. Abysmal work ethic. Just the worst. Alright. And that is 2 minutes on the timer, but I'm going to continue until I get it to at least right there, because 'tis my will, 'tis my way. Hello, Firepith, welcome on in. You've just caught to the tail end of Hottie Boy. Always good to have you here. Always, always. There we are. Okay. Oh, head's in the wall. Ah! Can I do this? Alright, there we go. Can't see over my shield. Shepard, thank you again for using your 2,000 viewpoints on Hottie Boy. Quad. I actually realized I'm going to take this wall down as well, because it is inappropriately done. Let's see if I can keep this rhythm going. Let's do this one now that I'm down here. Oops, come on. 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go, okay. Good morn. I like that. Good morn. Oops. No, that's incorrect, Steven. We're placing the wrong blocks. Just sample the one right next to it. Stay out of trouble that way. Alright, it's getting to be evening. So I'll finish this, then I'll go back down. Oh my goodness, I thought, did I plan that wrong? Ah! What happens when you hit cap locks instead of shift? That was not at all what I expected. Not at all. Alright. Now I must run away and sleep. Sleep! I have to remember that. I've just got like open lava there. Don't want to accidentally walk into that. Because that death would be a hard one to explain to my insurance company. Oh yeah, no, there was, yep, just open lava there. I died. So you died and yet you came back, and your claim is for what? Ah yes, the expensive tools that I lost when you died. Yes, when I died.
Ugh. My insurance or OSHA? I'm not sure what that is. Of course there's monsters nearby. Why wouldn't there be monsters nearby? Is that a US thing that I would not know? Aldebar was AFK for not very long and more friends showed up. Hooray! That's always fun to come back to more friends. Alright. Go out there and fight. Go fight like a human. I'm gonna defeat this zombie with fancy boots. Hopefully that's the only one nearby I can actually sleep now. Ah. Occupational Safety and Health Administration thing in the States. I don't know exactly what it's called in Canada. But yes. That, I guess, for any injuries which I would sustain. But seeing as I come back to life relatively easily. Probably be my construction insurance for the loss of all my tools. Are you aggressive or nice? Arrows! Hooray! I know there's a skelly in the waters over here. We're coming for those arrows. Yes, and there were arrows. Love it. I don't, because I thankfully automatically come back to life. I don't know what that dance was. That'd be the jitterbug of sorts. Alright, let's take a peek at this up here. See how that's coming along. Oh, it's snow. I was like, why is that white in there? That is correct. Correct. All the way up. Yay! So this side is done. Except for the lava part. I believe that's all done. Let's make sure. Oh no, I didn't do the very, very top. Oh, and neglectful me, forgot that part. Huh, I guess I never really figured out these parts of the wall very well. Like that one feels like it should actually be, if I'm going to keep true to what's happening in the front. Because in the front part of the build, there are two andesites side by side there, which means you should probably be an andesite as well to keep consistent. Huh. I am working on indenting the walls. Oh, and I didn't do that. So yeah, basically indenting the walls and then trimming them all with stone and andesite, polished andesite. So cool. Thanks, Firepith. Much appreciated. That there and there. Just figuring out the pattern so I can carry it through. So then if I'm doing that, I kind of forgot the wall to block. I kind of forgot, oh my goodness, I can't even read or speak. I kind of forgot that the wall block mechanics that were new in 1.16 were a thing. Well, you're welcome. I'm not going to pretend to be smart enough to know exactly which mechanics of which you speak, but you're welcome. So then I need to make this an andesite polish block as well. I had been not doing that. But if I'm going to keep the top pattern the same as... It makes sense to have the same top pattern as other places. And I think that means this needs to be like that as well. I think it goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Way down here. Yes, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So basically, I had, as you can see here, I was doing stone, andesite, and then just one of the bricks here, and stone, andesite. But then when I started doing the front pattern, or the front of the building, it just didn't make sense. It looked weird having brick there, and brick there, or brick stone there, especially with the wall indents. So then I ended up doing the andesite detailing there. So then, essentially, if I'm going to do that to the fronts, then I should do the same things, like top-down view as well. So that should be that. That should be that. Yes, which means you should also, both of you actually. Ah! It's funny, I know it's going to be covered. Oh! Right. No elytra. Yeah, I think this will be good. Okay. Cool. Now we just need to carry that through, and then I realize that means I'm also going to have to make some adjustments all the way down. So what did you do today, Steven? Well, I spent an hour and a half, or 2.5 hours, detailing a wall. Oh, did you finish? Nope. Such is life, though. Oh no, made of it. Polished Andy? Polished Andy be gone. Oh, need some more. Block waffle. That's funny. I think it's funny to me because I'm not sure exactly what it means, but it sounds hilarious. Andy, where have you been? So good to see you. So Andy's polished andesite. I'm just wondering if I'm going to need more for stairs or anything else. I don't think so. I think we're probably good to make at least those 2 stacks can be made into oh my goodness, where'd the other one go? Where's the other stack? Sheesh. Very good for a while there. I only got enough stone on me for now as well. Gosh darn, Andy! Exactly. Ronky's always there when you don't want him. Andy's never there when you need him. Come on, gentlemen, get your stuff sorted out. You ain't got the time for the shenanigans. Well, oh, that means each one of these is going to have to be... I want to stay super consistent. See, that's weird. This feels like it should be a stone. So that it's like stone. But if I'm going to stay consistent, the look from the front and above. Oh my goodness, Steven. Means it's got to be like this. That's right. More polished andesite than I had intended, or originally thought I'd be using, but that's alright. See right here, it makes sense because there's 2 there. Now there's 2 there. Oh. Steven can't walk right. He can't walk right. Do that. Which means then that needs to be changed so that we can have our 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get there. Just when I thought it was going to be done one side really soon. Maybe that's what you mean, like waffling on what the blocks should be. Waffling back and forth. Oops, wait. Right, which means you need to be changed to that. Did I miss another one of those? I did. Probably another one here. No, I caught that one. Good. Did I miss that one? No, on pancakes and waffles, though. Gosh darn it. Okay, so we got our zigzag. 34, 34, 34, 34, and 4. That. I think that's correct. Ah, yes, heart pancakes for sure. That's the okay. Thank you for the reminder, CJ. I was trying to think out. There were 2 more emotes I wanted to do. I'm gonna go down the stairs as we talk about this because I need to go to bed soon. So I've got. There are 2 more emote slots I can have as an affiliate. One once we get to 35 subscribers, and another when we get to 50 subscribers. But I'd like to do a hello emote and a laugh out loud emote. I think those would be 2 good ones. I'm going to write that down. I'm trying this whole write down to-dos thing. I usually try to track things digitally, but now I have a paper list next to me that I'm trying to keep on top of things with. So far, so good. Exactly, yes. The cheering that people have arrived emote. Oh, that's not great. Oh, I didn't do that one at all. I was like, wait a second. And then like that. Okay. Means I probably missed something else down at the bottom as well. We'll just wait till this cloud cover passes. Actually, cloud wouldn't make me cough. Silliness, Steven. That one. Okay, I did that all the way to the top. We just now need to make sure that we've got this taken care of there. That one's not taken care of. That should be like that. I think that is correct now. That one's fine. And that one's fine. And that one's fine. Oh my goodness. Cloud, yeah, I know. This massive cloud. So we're just gonna wait on that one. Alright, I think that side is... Oh, I was gonna say, I think that side's done. Looked at the top. Realized I totally forgot to put the top layer back on. In the spirit of the way we're doing things, that should go like that. Yay! Now that side's done. Done except for whatever it is we need to do to figure this out. But again, as I said, that's future Steven's problem. Alright, so now we need to go and basically the detailing we did right here, we need to do that to the lower section. For it has been neglected in such regard. Let's just take out all the blocks that need to be done. I'll put all the andesite back in. as we come back up. Oh, right. You need to be done as well. That. And that. Okay. And do. And that's we have to do up there as well. That one. Oh, and then we need to indent. Oh my goodness. Are we doing this? Are we going overboard with this? But perhaps. This is probably going to be overboard once all is said and done. Hopefully not, but. Place that in. Oh! Ah! Must go overboard. All the details, yep. Spent so much time on this, it just feels like if I just set it to go just halfway on something, like what's the point of going through all the detail on some things and then just halfway on another thing? Would be unacceptable. So you're 100% correct, CJ. All the details. Alright, so we got that. But it's got me wondering though, like if I'm going to be consistent throughout. Like I was wondering if that means should that be there? That means I need to place something underneath it. Actually, I think I may have. I'll have to think on that one. Can I get the side of the block? Nope. Shoot. Where's the undo button when you need it? Alright, so I'm going to go down and clean up some debris. I know I made a mess down there. Clean up in aisle 2, people. Clean up in aisle 2. Oh, and aisle 3. Oh my goodness, all the way over aisle 17. What were you doing down here? Oh yeah, I don't have the punch arrow or whatever I used to have. I should do that. I should enchant the heck out of this bow. What does it have on it right now? Punch 1. So I could go That's one thing I've always wanted is an infinity bow. And I've never done it. For shame. That's right, mending bow. Alright, so I feel like... Alright, for what I've decided so far, this side is done. No. Yeah. So I guess, yeah, that's true. Where's that hole I made? I should go up and fix that hole. Well, I am... Is it... I've never had an infinity... Oh my goodness, wait, bow. I'm a fan of the... mending. I just hate running out of arrows. My goodness, where's the hole I made? Oh, it's right there. Alright. I'm going to go up and fix the hole. You can have you can use a mending bow infinitely. Ha! That is funny. English. since I'm here, I should probably do... Oh yeah, I haven't figured out what I'm doing for decoration yet. Gosh darn it. Depends on if you like to use tipped arrows or not. I don't know that I've ever used tipped arrows, to be honest. I guess the thing is, I want to enchant the bow with more than just like having the fire, punch, like all of the extras on the bow, and it would be a drag to have to do that every single time, so yeah, I'd have to think on that. Yeah, this is the thing I'm not now wondering about. I think I would mention it. Ugh. Welcome to Amateur Hour, where we keep falling down. So if I have this indent, why does it not indent there? I don't have a good answer. I'm just now wondering, you know? And also, if we've got andesite and andesite, and stone, sorry, quick creeper check. I like to do that every once in a while. Why am I not doing that here? So, like, should this be stone and stone right there? It almost feels like it should be. And that almost feels like that should be andesite, andesite, andesite. And then this should be indented below it, but oh, I don't know. Alright. That's a detail we're not doing today. So the fronts of all that are done. So now we need to, and we have far few andesite blocks than we need. Alright, let's go nap. Oh yes, I took out too many. Too many. Oh, I don't know. Let's just do all of these ones first. And fill those holes in. So don't have too many holes, otherwise we will create an unwanted hazard for ourselves. Oh no! Not the copper stairs! I wasn't going to come down right away, but I don't want that to despawn. Of course you're going to do that to me. Why wouldn't you do that to me? Actually, bones are better than stupid eyeball. I have neither desire nor the need for eyeballs. Or rotten flesh. Works as well. I received word from the Great Frosty that in Java you do indeed make them with lingering potions. That's funny. Since we're here, I might as well put them in. And that need to go there as well. Okay. And then we should continue on our... I was going to say quest, but it's not really a quest. It's... destruction. Thanks, Firepith and Moongirl. I'm, kind of digging them myself. I have days where I'm tired of working on them, but I still like them. There we go. Now we got a rhythm and we got the right angle. Waka waka. Good one. Truth, though. They've been a work in progress for a long time. Oh! Is that correct? That's not correct. No, it's just a video game, but every once in a while I have this little worry that, oh no, what if something happens to the Citadel server and I lose the stuffs? But, well, I guess we need to make more of those. If I lose the stuff, I lose the stuff. Which would be sad, but it would definitely be a first world problem. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. Like, I know there have been some situations where, well, I should say, there's a situation I know of, I shouldn't say some situations, where somebody was trying to renew their invoice for their hosting. I think it was with CubeHost. If you don't quote me on that, I don't want to badmouth the company that it may not have been. But essentially, they tried to pay for it, and it said, and then it wouldn't allow them to pay for it. Said it was already paid for, but then he was still getting a notice that it wasn't paid for. So he was getting invoices in the email to say, "Please pay," and then when he went to the interface to pay, it said, "You can't pay because it's already been paid." So then when this person contacted support, they say, "No, it shows that you've already been paid, so you're fine. Don't worry about it." So essentially, they didn't pay, then their account lapsed, and then everything was deleted because it was assumed that they no longer wanted it. And so, like, it was a multiplayer server gone. Like, just didn't exist anymore. No backups, no nothing, because they didn't pay. Or because they were trying to pay, but couldn't. That would be super stressful. Especially if you're the one adminning a server for multiple people. Can you imagine? Yeah, sorry everyone. Your stuff's all gone. I might have to make some more andesite. Alright. I was gonna say, I know I had some diorite somewhere. Where'd you go? As a server owner, I do routine local backups because I have anxiety about that exact situation. Yeah. Hey, Opalixa. Welcome to the chat. That's smart. I'm not sure. I think Joel and Alistair, maybe just Joel, do a backup every time they do a server upgrade, but I'm not sure how often it happens regularly. It's like whenever a new... Just wondering if I have any cobblestone. Like a new 0.1 or something comes out. Actually, I don't know if they do them for 0.1s. But they do whenever there's a major update, they do it. Huh. Could have swore I had some cobblestone somewhere, but that appears to be not the case. Or I put it in another chest. Still, all server admins should keep backing locally in addition. Yeah. No kidding. Once upon a time, I used to teach, and I was just trying to drive home to my students like how important backups are. I've got a hard drive backup for all my projects, and I also have an online service for backing up so that, you know, hard drive for easy access, but then should, you know, worst case scenario happen where all of your electrical equipment maybe gets fried from an electrical storm all at the same time. There we go, that should be enough. Then you still have the online backup of everything. Andesite. Wait, is that all the diorite I had? I thought I had more than that. Clearly, I was mistaken. Oh, but I got 2 stacks of... Get a bunch of andesite. Awesome. So we need polished. Probably gonna need polished more than anything right now, so I'm just gonna do that. But then I will keep... I think, well, if you have everything plugged in at once and then your power goes out, it could happen. We had we lost a monitor not too long ago from stuff being on when power went out. It wasn't even from an electrical storm, actually. It was just the power in the house just went out for, I think it was seconds. So let's do that anyway. And then it blew one of the monitors in the back. Yeah, it was weird. But whenever we know a storm's coming, we turn things off and unplug them. So I would be super sad if anything happened to all my stuff. And I only plug in my hard drive when I need it. So it's not always an actively plugged in. And then we do... Oh, right, we're doing... Sheesh. Is that right? I guess we're doing that all the way up. Aren't we? This is how it's going to be. Oh, nap time again. I actually wish they would make days a little bit longer in Minecraft. Just like I'm having to go to sleep often. Ah, tea again. Lovely. Did Aldebar bow out and I missed it? He usually goes live shortly. Aldebar, in case I missed you leaving, thank you very much for popping by. That's the thing, I wish I could support people and then have like all the emotes, because you see people use so many cool emotes. But the monies. The monies! So I guess it is. Okay. I guess we're going that way. Me? Not yet, no. I would love to. That would involve... Wait a second. I would need to have a 35 subscribers. Which I have not.
It's Tuesday!
It's Tuesday! Who did that? Fulmer, you're the greatest cookie on this side of the ocean. Love it. No, wait. Are you on the other side of the ocean? Whichever side of whichever ocean you're on, you are the greatest cookie. And the sing-along. Oh, CJ, thank you so much for the sing-along. For now, we have them doubled up. And I'm going to... Anonymous user. Oh, an anonymous user. Well, whichever anonymous user you are. Oh, anonymous. An anonymous gifter gifted a tier 1 sub to CJ. That's awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so thank you to CJ for the sing-along and formers for the Tuesday's Child and anonymous user for the gifted tier sub to CJ. You are all You're all donuts. And in case you didn't know, I love donuts. You're awesome. Okay, here we go. 2 minutes. 2 minutes on the clock for a Tuesday sing-along. Donuts are good. Donuts are great. I just remembered I have one downstairs. I cannot wait, so I shall eat it quicker than the average fish, which shouldn't be too hard because, you know, donuts and fish. Alright, enough of this lack of concentration. Although I have donuts on the mind. I feel like I'm going to have to start and stop, remind myself of what I'm doing all the time. Lull and lull to sleep. No, not that kind of lull. Is it lull or is it lol or is it lol? Who knows? The thing is, it's funny, so that's all good by me. And for those who may not have heard of this thing I do, when I sing it rarely ever rhymes. And as much as I'd like to say, I'll get there for you, the truth is you're just going to have to deal with it. Deal with it. For I cannot rhyme every time, especially when I'm focusing on singing and Tuesdaying all the time. 5-star form, and that is great. Thank you. It's always Tuesday in Eggman Land. Where is Eggman Land, you say? Or you ask? That is a good question. One I am not prepared to answer at this moment. Put that there. And then you be stone, and then we be happy. And so I continue. I forgot I was singing. Apologies, TJ. For I remembered that Tuesday was happening, but not singing was happening. And therefore, it wasn't. What is this of which you speak? And a sight. Oh, the timer is done, but I paused for a moment, so I will continue. Much to the chagrin of the average pooch, I will continue the singing. Just a smidge longer, though. I forgot how much and a sight there is used. The 1, 2, 3. Nope, that's not correct. That should be as well. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, we are doing all the squiggles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I messed it up again. They aren't bleeding yet. Well, that is good news there. Okay. That, I think. That's good. It's funny, just realized my jaw was getting tight from doing that, so thank you very much, Fulmers, for Tuesday's Child. Thank you very much, CJ, for sing-along. And once again, anonymous user, whoever ye be, thank you very much for gifting CJ the gift of Steven ESC emotes. So now, CJ, you got him. You got him. Alright, cool. I think that's actually coming along better than I thought it was originally. Oh! That was almost a nasty drop down there. Can't be doing that. And then this. So what? When is the next scheduled yard sale? Hey, I've already bingoed today. I bingoed like within the first 8 minutes, so we are litter free. I do not believe there is a scheduled one yet. So actually, let's do this once we're down here. Alright, actually, let's get some food in the face of ours. Because I think it's hilarious. Let's just shoot crumbs all over the floor. Like, amazes me. Amazes me. You're just flexing the yard sale emote. That's what it is. Nice. Then we will switcheroo to you, Magoo. Cool. 1, 2, 3, and then this will become that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 4 becomes, it goes up 4 more. Water clutch. Oh my goodness, Moon Girl, you've been saving up. Ugh. Just have to let people use. You just have to let CJ use the emote. Okay. Have I water? I have water. All right. Well, last week, or not last week, last stream, we had the water bucket challenge, and we were up to 56 blocks. I was not successful. So today, hopefully, we will be successful. So thank you very much, Moon Girl, for using your 5,000 viewpoints on the water clutch challenge. Fingers crossed I can get it this time. Why is that a stair there? I don't think that was a perfect spot stair there. I think that was something else I was trying. McScrew gun. It's like so excited. That's funny. Now, folks, let's be kind. Shepard thing. Thanks, Shepard. I was like, everyone else is flexing the yard sale already. Alright, we are 56 blocks up from the surface. Moon Girl, thank you very much for using your 5,000 viewpoints on Water Clutch Challenge. Here we go. Oh, no such luck. I thought I had it. Sadness. It's quite the yard sale. You know when you hit the ground and stuff like explodes off into the water way down there? That's pretty impressive. I can't believe my shield still works. Alright, let's we gotta try a couple more times. Where are my leggings? Did I not have leggings? Oh, they're probably in the water. Oh my goodness, look at the yard sale emotes. Everyone's just so happy. Kind and realistic, not opposites, you get it. True. Sunday is the yard sale day. This is fairly true. All right. Did I not have leggings on? I thought I did. Maybe I couldn't figure out what kind of leggings I wanted. Weird. I'll take a peek over here first. Actually, let's go for a nap first. My son, I've done higher than that. Oh, my son, for sure. That's why we also have the Icarus challenge, which is, I've actually done higher than that as well. I've flown up to 300 and something blocks and done it. Alright, let's try this again. Water bucket at the ready! Alright, Felmers, appreciate the lurk. Enjoy that. You are saving for the Icarus challenge. Oh my goodness. Alright, here we go. Attempt. Ugh. Looking up my pants like that. That's awkward. Attempt number 2, folks. Here we go. Moon Girl. Yard sale at the ready! And most certainly a put up of the shadows. Well, we're going for it. We're going for it. Yes! Best of 2. Not too shabby. Alright, we got it that time. Woo! Alright, actually, that means we do... No. Text that. Water clutch. There we go. Steven has successfully completed the water clutch challenge 24 times, which means next time it'll be equal to a height twice that number plus 10. So we're going to be 58 blocks next time. There we go. So that way, actually, 1 yard sale is not too bad. Actually, so I should do that, I believe. Oh yeah, I yard sailed the first time. I was just about to say, that's kind of the best way, because then y'all get what you were looking for. Plus, I get to save a bit of dignity. So, perhaps not on the first try, but second try. Alright, let's just do some reorganization now that we've got... Now that we are good. Is that it? Oh no, food down there. Like, there's something else that I usually do. We'll just leave it at that for now. Cool. Well worth the point. Well worth the points. Well, we did it. Going for 64 blocks. Yep, we'll get there eventually. Actually, that'll be easier because when it's 64 blocks, I can just jump off. Actually, can I? I don't think I have a clear path down 64 blocks. No, if I go up 64 blocks, I will be hitting mountainside. Alright, that's alright. Well, I appreciate you all using your viewpoints today. We've had a good number of them used. We've had Tuesday's Child, we've had Sing Along, Haughty Boy, actually, which it's been a while. And we started off with Tuesday's Child twice. Nice. Thank you very much. Oh my goodness, I'm writing this down. Reporter voice. Keep wanting to add another one, but keep forgetting. Sometimes life is too busy to remember all the things I want to remember. And so I forget. Yes, you will all come out. I don't know why I'm doing that right now. I'm losing focus. Oh, you're actually supposed to be... You're supposed to be... Both supposed to be polished andesite. Polished Andy. Dang adulting. I know. I know. So let's go and... I'm gonna tidy up. Now that I'm down here this low. Okay, let's focus on the zigzags. We've done the corners. Zigzag. That zigzag's been done. Oops. Maybe we'll just get that done today and then... Which that means you need to be done like that too. Actually, no, that zigzag does need to be done. Oh my goodness, we need all kinds of andesite in these places. Sheesh. Oops, that's what I had. I was like, there's one block I had down here. That would have been useful. But forgot what it was. Oh, need some food in this belly. Food in my belly. Alright, andesite as well. Alright, nope, getting distracted again. Keep going with the zigzag. Not intentional, but it needs to be done anyway. Yeah, this build is using far more polished andesite than I originally intended. Not a bad thing, just... observationally. Observation is all. Alright, then this is gonna be... that. Alright, we'll leave you like that. We know this is all coming out. I believe it. Focus, Steven. Focus. Time to make lunch. Alright, Moon Girl, thanks for popping in as always. I will see you shortly, lovely. And for those of you who don't know, Moon Girl, we've been kind of in a long-term relationship for a while. Oops. Ah! Actually, no, you are supposed to come out. Shocking revelations, yes. It's funny though. We chit-chat as though we partially assume everybody knows that we're married. But then every once in a while people are like, wait, what? Oh, yeah. That's a thing. We're an item. Oh, it's funny. I was just about to say we might have enough polished blocks to do this, but then I looked down at my inventory, and nope, we will not. So we're gonna have to do some andesite hunting and harvesting, or whatever we want to call it. Oh no, there's a stack there. I thought there's only 4. Totally misread my inventory. My inventory. Wouldn't be the first, it won't be the last. Mwahaha. Is that correct? I feel like I messed that up. That looks actually correct. It's funny, it's like I didn't realize it at first, but almost every one of these. I'm wondering if I should move these sea lanterns in narrower. Are they good where they are, or should I move them in closer to the actual stairs? Because I could move them. I could basically replace that. Or these corner ones. No, that would kind of get rid of the entire... I'm going to leave them. So if I put them here, then that gets rid of that binary stair from being visible. So let's not change things for the sake of changing things, Steven. If it's working, keep it. I find I do that sometimes. Am I changing it because it really needs to be changed? Or am I changing it because I'm just kind of bored of the way that I'm used to it looking? Yes, this is the tricky part. Well, we have to get downstairs soon. Before it's nap time. Hey Leg, welcome on in. Good to see you. I'm sprinting for my life because I need to get down there. Get some sleep before it's too deadly outside. You're the only time people are happy to have lag on their server. I'm glad you're able to pop in. Alright. Oh yes, I need to figure out what I'm doing in the corners down here. Okay, we'll get the side walls. This guy a skeleton centaur? Oh, that would be amazing if they would merge animals. Really? Alright, we're going in, folks. Come on, Skelly. There we go. Yes, we got a bow and arrows. Nice. I'm pretty sure I shot an arrow up there. I want to get back. But I love my arrows, and I always feel sad when I lose them. There we go. Beauty. Alright. Just 1 second, folks. I have to check something. Cool. Just making sure that Aldebar is live. Which he is, which is fantastic. Funny, I don't know if I want to keep this at the top. I just have it here so I don't run too far and accidentally run off the side. Ah, I did miss one on the side. And then that means you're actually not supposed to be there either. Oh, I missed it. Missed you as well. I actually wonder how many of these I missed now. Well, actually, that was a later decision, I think. Or maybe it wasn't. I just didn't address all of these. Yeah. Is that right? I forgot another one there. Actually, I didn't do that entire top row. Steven, for shame! For shame! Alright. And then I missed one right there. No, that's correct. I think it's just on these smaller ones I was missing it. Yeah, missed that one. Okay. Cool. Now we'll do the same from the top down. Make sure we got it all. I was hoping we were going to be able to have the entire thing done today, but there's just too much stuff to do. Let's fill in the stone bits now. We did a pretty good job of focusing on all things Andy. Actually, not there, we didn't. Nor there. Oops. Don't be doing that. Which we're pretty good for the most part, it seems. Actually, that's supposed to be andesite as well. Did I do that correctly up here? Yes. Wait, what is that? That should probably be stone now that I think of it. And we'll fill that in. Yeah, I'm thinking that should probably be stone. But we'll find out. We'll find out. So far, it seems right. It feels... Oops. Feels right. means if I do this, though, then I'm going to change the other side. Just when I thought I was done the other side. Gosh darn it. Wait, we're at the top already? That was way quicker than I thought it was going to be. Which is good. Yes, you go like that. I believe that is correct. It's down there as well. Alright, not too shabby. We'll do these ones now. Wait, is that too far in? Oh, that's right. Full inventory. Fantastical. Fantastical! Take this one out. Yeah, I'm gonna have to put in some more extra blocks. Because this is... Yeah, I'll have to put one down the bottom there. This one's got one on the bottom already, but I'll need to... basically... Oh no, I can still do this right here. Cool. Thanks for this, the lurk, McScrewgun. Much appreciated. Yeah, that one's already done. That's good. And that's done. Cool. And then we will take that out. Yeah, we will. Put that there. You there, and you there. Let's sample the green one. That there. Cool. For shame, I've forgotten. How are we doing for time here, actually, folks? Oh, we've got a few minutes left on my clock. That's alright, I will finish this part off, and then we'll call it kvits. Oh, that's gotta be... You're gonna need to be a stair. Alright, I'll have to deal with that after. That there. And that there. Okay. We'll go like this. Alright. So the beginning of this song reminded me ever so slightly of Let It Be. I don't remember if we said this on, or if I mentioned this on stream already or not, but we watched that movie yesterday, not too long ago. And it's only got like a 6.8 out of 10 rating on IMDb, and we quite liked it. Not claiming that it was a perfect movie by any means, so, you know, some people had some strong feelings about some things in it that we, you know, agreed with a little bit, but it was... No, we quite enjoyed it. We would have said solid 7.5, I think is what we were kind of saying in our family. Alright, cool. Yeah. Alright, so let's fill in these holes. We've got, should we do that now? Yes, I suppose we should. As our last thing of the day. Oh, that's mossy and mossy. We need a regular. Am I out of regular fence posts? Or a wall? No, there we go. Okay. Ah, bedtime. Do not need to die right at the end of the stream. Although clearly, by my desire to jump into the water, I feel strongly that I perhaps should allow myself to die at the end. Nope. Alright. Last sip of the tea of the stream. Let's clean up the mess we made, and by we I mean me. I see you there. Sometimes I feel mean doing that because it was just hanging out there minding its own business. Alright, it's 12:30. We are going to be... plugging some holes, basically. Oops, 7... Can't walk backwards on a diagonal. I keep banging into stuff. Yay! Baby's first leg. First time walking. Banging into everything. Oh, right. I did not properly address that. Not sure we didn't. Why we didn't, but we didn't. You go there. And... oh, right. So you had to be stairs there. And then you're gonna be fence there. Marvelous. Simply marvelous. Alright. Cool. Well, that seems to be done. I think the one spot it wasn't addressed was here. Actually, I left a hole there. I should not have left a hole there. I should put the stairs there like a good boy. Oops. And then put the... I forget what fence we had in there, but that's not important. Alright. Cool. Alright, that's what we're doing for the day. I do believe that is it for this Sunday stream, folks. I'm just going to do a little bit of tidy up, grab my belongings that I dropped. Hello? Belongings? Oh, there's that one. Oh, I must have dropped... I have to keep remembering. I probably dropped stuff on the upper floor. Oh my goodness, CJ, much appreciated. If you still want some Minecraft fun, folks, we're gonna, as usual on Sunday, head over to Raid Aldebar shortly. I guess I did not drop anything up here. Alright. I guess that's it for me for today. Cool. Thanks very much for hanging out, folks. Had a lot of good viewpoint redemptions. Thank you very much for... we had the resubscribe by Fulmer and Aldebar, and Elkhorn were resubscribing with Prime, and then an anonymous gift to CJ. So thank you all very much. You are all awesome. Thank you so much for being here. And as I said, just hang tight. We'll head over to Aldebar very shortly. But for now, that's it for me. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.